Ready?
Yeah.
Set, go. Come on, get it on. Get it on. Get that harness on. She's not gonna wait.
You think any boy is gonna want you with those tiny little bitch legs?
3, come on, press through it. 2, last one, come on, you got this. Touch the allies. That's the allies. That's right. You don't know who they are.
Hey, look at the parade! Yeah! Avoid the shooter! Avoid the shooter!
Oh, now there's a straight girl. She wants to experiment. No, come on, come on.
Is it on yet?
No.
Come on.
You're at a bar and there's a really cute twink talking to you.
Hey, what's going on?
It's not a twink, it's a little masked lesbian!
No!
It's a goddamn disgrace. 15 seconds? Are you even a lesbian?
There's a hot girl right there. She wants to talk to you.
No, talk to her. She's ready, she's willing, she's wet. And time. 6 seconds. Let's go!
Pride Month is back. See, personally, I think all of these months and days are performative and a waste of time. They don't actually accomplish anything. The week of trans visibility and Trans Visibility Day and Women's History Month, all these things seem nice, but they're platitudes and they don't actually solve any problems. And at most, they just served as an excuse for many people to preach what they believe to be right. Now, when it comes to Pride, I understand how it came to be. I understand the deep shame and discomfort that comes with being gay and the desire to illustrate that it is something to be proud of, to be happy with who you are. But the pride that we have today is nothing to be proud of. And even more than that, I'm not proud to be associated with the LGBTQ whatever community. I mean, how could you be when you see stuff like,
I'm not just straight, I'm also an ally. That's why I got this tattoo. I just want
Remember, I always love you.
and I wish that the depth of this problem was simply straight women in relationships with men calling themselves slurs and cringy tattoos, and that'd be the end of it. At least then they would be self-contained. But that's not the case. Any so-called gay space is not for gay people. It has been colonized by straight people who want to feel special, who seem to just think that being gay is so quirky and fun, and you can just opt into it. You can just identify however you want. They think that that allows them to be marginalized and victimized and all the other words that lets them gain power in a world where identity is supposed to matter more than personality. Pride Month reminds me that there was supposed to be a space for women like me, lesbians, bisexual women, to meet each other, to be free of the oppressive attention of men, to be able to just go into a space and seek other women and not to be pressured to date or to marry or to fuck men. And you can't even have that now. Every dating site that supposedly has a lesbian category, just full of fucking men. You want to go to a lesbian party? Everyone that I've been to has been full of men. Not even men in dresses half the time, just regular old men who just think it's cool and they can just tag along. The places where I've been able to meet actual gay women the easiest were non-gay spaces, regular bars, and hell, in countries where being gay is still very much looked down upon. I was able to connect easier in Budapest, Hungary, and Cambodia than I was in the United States. I live like 10 minutes from Atlanta. Can't find any women at any gay bars here because half of them are A, not gay, they just think that it's cute cottagecore, or B, aren't even fucking women.
Hi, my name is Luce. I'm a trans and polyamorous therapist in Texas, and this is my therapy theme of the week. This week's theme honors Lesbian Visibility Week, as I myself am a trans lesbian.
Oh my god, a straight man. How interesting, how new, how regressive.
This is what I want to say about lesbians. One of the reasons why I love being a lesbian and I love lesbians is because we get to show the world that it is possible to love outside the dimensions of patriarchy. We, with sapphic love, create an entirely different dimension, an entirely different way of loving people and living, and it's so fucking beautiful. It's as important as the sunshine. The world is a better place with sapphic love in it.
But you know, what really grinds my gears is that when people think of gay, homosexuality, lesbians, They're either thinking of a porn category, or they're thinking of all the crazy straight people, queers, and trans folk who have just completely fulfilled the conservative fear of a slippery slope. We've got the drag queens, which for whatever reason have been put in the front of gay visibility. We're supposed to be represented by men wearing misogynistic costumes of womanhood and presenting this as gay culture, something that we should go ahead and let all the kids see, that we should let everyone think is representative of what being gay is. And the fact is, this kind of thing has led to so many moderates and conservatives going, the gay people really are perverted freaks if they're letting all this be normal. This is what they're letting represent them, right? We can't even just be normal. They make the idea of assimilation, of becoming just another normal variation of human behavior, but being no different than having curly hair or brown eyes. We can't have that for homosexuality. No, we have to remain a spectacle. And it's not just the drag queens, it's the spicy straights, the ones who think being queer is a political stance, because that is what it is. If you don't have to be homosexual or attracted to the same sex to be part of the community, if you just have to be weird, if you just have to identify as queer, then anybody can have a piece of the pie. And anybody can call themselves queer and say, I represent all of them, even if you 100% don't.
What makes me special? Come on! Come on! Do you know what makes me special? I'm a queer. Woo! And I'm a witch! And I love art. I love drama. I love theater. I'm going to give you a show. I forgot the rest of your question because I'm dissociated.
Winning, I am so proud that all of us are in the top 10 that have been fighting for this shit behind the scenes. Because it has been so hard. It has been so hard for us. And I'm so proud of us. And I just want to say, we are what the Eurovision is. The EBU is not what the Eurovision is. Fuck the EBU. I don't even care anymore. Fuck them. The thing that makes us as contestants, the community behind it, the love and the power and the support of all of us is what is making change. And the world has spoken. The queers are coming. Non-binaries for the fucking win. I'm so proud.
And I wish it was just the straight people colonization or the regular old lesbophobia, but there's more. For the past 10 years, there's been a concerted effort to make the LGB attached to the T, despite the fact that they have nothing in common. And the result of this is people who are against transgender issues, who don't like the gender ideology, they don't see a separation between gay people and trans-identified people. They just see a bunch of weirdo perverts. They don't see people who just want to be accepted as normal, who just want to be able to have the same rights as everyone else, to be able to fall in love and to live their lives without threats of violence or ostracization. No, what they see is stuff like this.
Gender is not real. I said there were so many cultures that did not adhere to a gender binary prior to being colonized. My own is one of them. We did not have a gender binary prior to being colonized, and before Christianity and Mormonism and Catholicism were brought to my people. So before that, prior to that, we didn't adhere to anything like that.
And gender is a racial construct.
Period.
So what it means to be an Indian woman, a Samoan woman, a white woman is different and culturally contingent.
Absolutely.
I grew up with strong, badass, hairy brown women. And that wasn't a violation of their femininity.
Absolutely.
But oftentimes I think when we're saying look like a woman or act like a woman, what we're saying is look or act like a white woman.
Period.
And we're policing women of color into that.
Absolutely.
And that's why for me, like this idea of transness, we're building off of this legacy of actually saying there is no one way to be a woman.
Absolutely.
Actually, there's your way to be a woman. And I think people read that as erasure, but actually that's about entitlement. If you feel like you can universalize your particular point of view, that's a problem.
Yeah.
When I'm saying that I want a world beyond the gender binary, I'm not saying you don't get to be you.
Yeah.
Actually, you being you is totally fine. There's nothing
and
to do
it
with
has
me.
been for thousands of years.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get to be me.
Yeah.
And in fact, the more you are, the more I can be.
Yeah.
This zero-sum competitive mentality, we don't need that, babes.
Absolutely. And it doesn't get anything done.
A trans person is not going to attack you in the bathroom. If a man wanted to attack a woman that's using the restroom, he can just walk into the bathroom. He doesn't need to put on a dress and long hair to do it. There's something so toxic about looking at trans people like predators because we're more scared of you than you are of us at times. Yet the narrative is that it's all these people that are actually scared of us. I'm not trying to invade your space. I'm just trying to go to the bathroom.
Someone who's out there saying that on a billboard isn't going to be very pro-trans.
Do you think there should be any age restrictions at all on puberty blockers, or do you think any child should be able to access it?
I don't think there should be any at all. Like, it really...
Depends on the age of the children.
Okay.
I agree to some extent, but it depends on what age the kid is.
So how old do you think a child should be to be able to consent to puberty blockers?
I'd say 18.
Okay.
I'd
So
say
that make them an adult?
Yeah, no.
Do you think that a child who is not a medical professional could ever be fully informed in making a decision like that?
Not medically informed, but more, I guess, spiritually informed, which I don't know if that's even an answer, but I do believe that children do know that that's what they want to do in life. I do believe there are children that are, you know, as young as 4 that can make that decision.
And what annoys me the most is that any of us who are gay and who speak up about these things, about how drag queens don't represent us, about how trans ideology is regressive, misogynistic, and homophobic, any of us who are homosexual or same-sex attracted and speak up about this are told that we are the interlopers into our own groups. We are the bad guys. And you know what? I'm sick and tired of it.
You're our kids. Yeah. Go home, get in the sea, die out. You're dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Fossils. Yeah. You're gonna die out. 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 You are ancient history. You are fossils. You are dinosaurs. You are failed.
You stupid fucking mouth! You stupid fucking turd! Show your stupid fucking mouth! You stupid fucking turd! Show your stupid fucking mouth! You stupid fucking turd! Show your stupid fucking mouth! You stupid fucking turd! Show your stupid fucking mouth! You stupid fucking turd! Show your stupid fucking mouth! You stupid fucking turd! Show your stupid fucking mouth! You stupid fucking turd!
As a trans woman, if I'm fixing the car and I've got my boiler suit on, that doesn't take away my femininity.
It doesn't make you female either, Alex.
Women are allowed to fix cars too.
Do you believe that no woman would know that women can fix cars too until you came along to transplain fixing cars to women?
The prospect of the thought of surgery terrifies me.
Of course it terrifies you, Alex. They chop your cock off.
It kind of deconstructs gender, it queers gender.
Queers gender?
I spent years trying to pass as male.
Oh, fuck off, you wanker. Stonewall UK, acceptance without exception. Your fucking minds are so open, your brains have fallen out.
So no, I'm not happy about Pride Month. It's not for me, it's not about me. It caters to corporations who know that they can get some more sales by putting a cheap pride flag on everything, and it caters mostly to straight people who want to feel special. It's no longer a celebration of gay history or even of gay culture. What it is boring, corporate, misogynistic, and strangely enough, homophobic. This, dear viewers, is where we part. I try to refrain from cursing most of the time in these videos, but it's after years and years of talking about these topics, after years and years of trying to find friends and being in the dating scene and realizing just how messed up everything is, it's just so frustrating when every June it rolls around again and you see flags everywhere, except, you know, in the Targets in red areas where they know they're not going to be able to get away with it. Or, you know, not in Muslim countries because they don't want to alienate those consumers. And it's frustrating when I walk around and I see all this pride stuff and it's not for me. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm not welcome here. And I'm tired of pretending that this represents me in any way, shape, or form. I think that in other countries that I've been to, and I love Cambodia for a reason, and a big part of that is that I'm not in any danger there. There isn't any real anti-gay sentiment in the cities, at least. But there's still a way to go when it comes to gay rights. And so when they have pride, it's gay people, legitimately homosexual people. And there aren't any pretenders, because you know what? In a place where you can still lose something for coming out as gay or queer or whatever, a lot less people are willing to gamble their relationships and their lives on playing pretend. So hopefully, I'm flying out to Cambodia in June, later this month, June 9th. So I hopefully will have some time to get some footage and to show you what Pride looks like there. But I'm certainly glad that my main exposure to it this year is just going to be me online complaining about it, rather than having to deal with it in person, as I have so many years before. What do you guys think about Pride? Are you happy with it? Do you still think it's worth celebrating? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.